I was dancing to the music.
Yeah, it's a killer tune. What can I say? So, it's after 9 on a Saturday night, and I'm here. Oh, I was going to turn the hockey game on. That's right. And Vandy, or sorry, Dr. Felony Ferret
Dr. Felony Ferret.
is
It's
here.
I'm
So
definitely not Dr. Tapioca Weasel. Totally different
definitely
person
not.
with
Totally,
a
totally
totally
different
different
person.
identical background.
Absolutely. I mean, this stuff
Yeah.
happens, right? In the world of rodents. You're all, terrible rodents, aren't you? I think is
We are well, weasels are a proud people. Felony ferrets
I've heard this.
haven't decided as much on a catchy tagline. So,
Oh,
we
okay.
might end up also being a proud people, but I feel like we should probably embrace the chaos. 'Cause
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I am sadly, I have no excuse for this. Although, oh, do you guys want to see a fit reveal? Uh
oh yeah. Oh
I
dude,
uh I I I got a shirt
I
in the
love
mail
that.
today.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like the you and Dr. Josh are like the people that I in my head canon I most think of like wearing that shirt.
I,
Dr.
you
Urban
do you
also,
think do
if
you
if he
really
did
think
it,
Josh would wear this shirt?
absolutely I do.
Mm,
I think he would.
Pat, I need to know if you guys think that Josh would actually wear this shirt. I am not convinced, but you
I
are.
think I think I think he absolutely would wear that shirt. Yes. I absolutely think he would. Um yeah, yeah, cuz
Meat Permits Tad says he got a super late live alert. Uh,
that
I mean,
that's
we've been live
not YouTube's
for
fault.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, not
Um,
gonna blame that one on YouTube this
nope,
time.
nope, we're not. This is literally me stumbling into my
And you
office.
know whose fault this actually is,
Yes,
chat?
talk to us about whose fault this
Okay,
is.
I'm very good at this.
Sorry,
Okay, so
Parrot.
I sorry, my alter ego fell Tapioca Weasel because I'm Felony Fair, not Tapioca Weasel. Sorry.
Not at all. No, it's
Um
not to be
is to
confused.
blame, and that would be the Queen Goddess Maya, because Maya was like, "Yo, I'm bored, and there are people that are live right now, so why don't you go live, Dr. Kill?" And I was like, yeah, but what about my ego though? So, here I am.
So, and honestly, yes, so that's a thing that happened, and here we are. I mean, I've only ever talked to you on Sundays.
I think
Uh,
that's no, that's not
oh,
true.
oh, it's true.
The last time we were both on a stream was, I believe, on a Friday, possibly a Thursday, but I think a
No,
Friday.
it
It
was a Friday.
was
Yes,
on Derek's
on
channel
on
though.
Derek's channel. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. And I'm happy to say, thanks to that stream, I actually have a very nice new computer. So
that's awesome.
so
Fantastic.
thank you, not Dr. Tapioca Weasel. Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, absolutely, Maya. Send Nitty a link and he
Oh
can
yeah.
join us in this
For-
madness. Oh,
Oh, by the way, so Maya did send us a video that if we want to, we can respond to.
oh,
We
is
don't
that
have
right?
to. I am already sharing it.
I did see that. I saw that it's in there.
It's the only thing that I'm vaguely trained in.
Is
Maya makes me press the play button.
Oh, okay. All
Play
right.
button pressing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
mean,
Nitty might be joining us. He's getting dressed at the
yeah.
moment. Not sure why Maya isn't here, but I
Oh,
she
see,
she would prefer to, yeah.
I never even thought she was gonna show up because
No,
she
no,
always loads all the only time she goes live is when somebody asks her to talk about things that matter or for Bad Science Sunday.
yeah, that tracks. So, yeah, somebody says it's only 3 p.m. Oh, whoops, not that one. But yes, do indeed get your ass in here, Nitty. Jessica Bell says it's 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. I gave this stream a title. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night because it is, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
you
objectively.
understand this objectively. This is
Yeah, that's how the flat Earth works.
it certainly does. So,
Yeah.
oh, look, somebody came in to say something nice. My work is inspiring. Thank you, Furry
We're
Fatal.
all to have
That's
our own. Oh wait, no, sorry. I was gonna say our own bad opinions, but you're not Maya. Sorry.
ouch. So we were chatting a little bit before, and I had told you that this weekend, one of the things that I was on Dapper's channel this afternoon, and then yesterday evening, what was I doing yesterday evening?
This is why I would
I
be
don't
a
even
terrible
remember.
witness in court because
Yeah,
I also have no idea what I was
no
doing
idea.
yesterday. They
No,
ask you, they're like, "What were
uh,
you doing on the evening of April 22nd of 2019?" And it's like, I don't fucking know.
oh, no idea. So, this is true. It's only 9 o'clock on a Saturday if you're playing piano at a dive bar in LA. So,
There we go.
yep,
The
that's
only real time
exactly.
zone.
It's true. The specific time zone, as everyone knows it. Hmm. So I was, that's what it was. I was watching Toast to Toast yesterday on
Oh,
Apologia's channel.
I should have
Um,
watched that. That
you
sounds
yeah,
good.
it was good. It was pretty good.
I've wanted to host bingo for that show a couple of times.
Oh,
I actually
have you proposed it?
I have actually proposed it and I've hosted it there's been a couple of times like I know enough mods on Paul's channel that like
Yeah.
Vishanti in particular like when she's on there as well, I'm able to like send her the bingo links and she's able to post them and everything because if you don't know chat I I have a website, tapiocaweasel.com. And by I mean my alter
Your
ego,
alter
Dr.
ego,
Tapioca
yes, of
Weasel,
course.
not Dr. Felony Ferret, because I am, of course, Dr. Felony Ferret. And yeah, so I have a website where like you can make a bingo game and host a bingo game, and it like highlights all the stuff. It has all of the features that I want in a bingo site because I built the site. So yeah. But yeah, so if anybody ever wants to host a bingo game, you hit me
And
up
they
because
they
you will be able to you'll be able to create a game, post a link where people will be able
wow.
to click on the link. The link will take them to a page with a big button that says create your own bingo card, and it will create the bingo card, and then the bingo card will be a bingo card, and the squares that have been called for that particular night live will be highlighted and you can like select them. It's a lot of fun. And Dapper's been using it for God, a year and a half now.
Oh, wow, good.
So
But
yeah.
Apology and Dave didn't get back to you about the
They don't know me as well. So
Oh, I see.
I mean,
Right.
yeah,
But,
so
they're missing out, I
I
think.
I also think
Definitely.
that, but
So,
yeah.
wow, yeah. So I have to so I was yes, I was watching Toast to Toast on last night, and I was getting live updates from a friend of mine who was in attendance. I'm gonna pull this up. The God Bless Summit. Here we go. Is that it? Yeah, this is it. So let's see here. Let's share my screen. Look what a pro I am. Look at that. So this was happening this last weekend. The God Bless Summit, hosted by Ruslan KD. I met him a few weeks ago at, wouldn't you know it, an apologetics conference. So he thought that was fun, and he decided to do his own, and he invited.
That guy does look familiar, actually.
Yeah, and Sean McDowell, Doctor.
Sean McDowell seems like a really, like, honestly, just a nice guy that I'd love to hang out with.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mostly.
Mike Jones was there. Look how serious he looks compared to everyone else. Looks very happy to be there, and I don't know. He looks like he's trying to. He looks like he's trying to entice the camera into doing.
He looks like he's trying too hard, is I think what you're saying.
It could be that. It's a bit frightening. And Alan Parr was there. John McCrae. This guy over here, nobody can probably see my cursor, but John McCrae is also known as What Do You Meme? And then Dallas Jenkins. Do you know who Dallas Jenkins is?
I do not know Dallas Jenkins. When you said Alan Parr, I thought Alan Parks. Do you know Alan Parks?
I don't. Who's Alan Parks?
Alan Parks has a channel. What is
Alan Parks? Oh, there he
is. So Alan Parks is a professional astrophysicist. He's a professor of astrophysics at a university. And he's in, our same sort of circles.
Okay.
He's also a faithful Christian and all of that.
Wow. So he could have been there. Unless,
he could have been there.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not
he's not an apologist.
He's not an obnoxious.
He's not an apologist.
Oh, okay. So I see. So he probably wasn't there.
He's more. He prefers mostly to play with his flat Earth food. Which I highly respect.
Yeah, that's fun.
The only reason Bad Science Sunday exists is because I was in a flat Earth YouTube side chat and I got banned, and I was really upset about it. And Maya was like, "Oh God, I gotta like take his mind off of this," and we started doing that.
Look, guys, Nitty's here.
Nitty? Woo! Hello.
Hi, Nitty. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
That's good. I'm where the hell did he go? He's gone.
Did you just yeet Nitty?
Did I if I somehow accidentally booted you, Nitty, I'm very sorry. Come back. That was an accident. I'm not very good at this. So
it's probably Tapioca Weasel's fault.
No.
Did I do that?
No, I wanted to log into my actual StreamYard account.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Wow. So welcome Nitty to my channel. I believe actually I've never had either of you guys here before, so welcome to my channel.
Yes, we're the mainstays of the community now. Don't you know that?
Apparently, yeah. That's yeah. So I'm just going over some of the stuff that happened this weekend. Do you know who Dallas Jenkins is, Nitty?
No, I actually don't. That's a new one to me out of all the celebrities.
He kind of looks a little bit like Jack Reacher, which is definitely
doesn't he? I mean, he looks good.
Yeah.
So are either of you guys familiar with the hit television series The Chosen?
Yes.
So Dallas Jenkins is the director of The Chosen.
Ooh.
The director? A guy like that isn't an actor?
Dexter Jesus.
I'm just saying the man is hot. Like, objectively speaking.
Yeah, he's one of my chosen.
There we go.
So his father was also a famous like a famous evangelist or writer or something. So he was there. I'm just going over this God. Did you ever hear about this? The God Bless Summit, Nitty, put on by Ruslan KD.
Well, I heard about it briefly, and I knew you were going.
I didn't go. No, I wasn't. I'll tell you.
I went to a different one.
I went to a different one that cost $50. This one cost that was 50 Canadian dollars. So that's like that's like a Big Mac for most of you guys, right? This one cost 250 Ameribucks. And it cost an extra $70 to get in on the meet and greet with Ruslan KD.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, right. And then so we're going through the list of everyone there. Gavin Ortland. I think you guys are mostly familiar with Gavin. He does some things on YouTube. Have you seen this guy, God Logic Apologetics?
Yes.
That's God Logic. It looked like Goo Logic.
Goo Logic. Yeah, the font's not
because the font and the D
O's.
and yeah. I mean he's an apologist, so he can apologize for his D, I guess.
It's true. He tried to take me to task once.
How'd that go?
About a true statement I made about the Quran, because he's big in this. You know, this is what a lot of these Christian apologists do, is when they have discovered that all of their arguments are shit and completely ineffective, they retreat and go pick on Muslims. And
this is how I react in all of my conversations with my roommate, blessed be he, who is also my girlfriend.
Right? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I've heard about this.
Oh my God.
This tense relationship that you're involved in. So
we're not talking about you, babe. Sorry.
But I made a true statement about the Quran, in that and basically what I said in an interview once was that if Christian apologists are really that interested in a text that has, perfect manuscript preservation, and I qualified this statement noting that there's, historical
are you going to bring up the
reasons,
Quran?
Yes, for how this happened. The Quran is right there. But God Logic decided to try to inform me about the history of the textual transmission of the Quran, which was really unnecessary, because that was also part of the point.
Everybody knows that the Quran is one of the texts that is perfectly preserved.
It's
totally.
Of course, the Dead Sea Scrolls. There we go. Yeah.
Indeed. And we can talk about that in a bit. I know you're dying to talk about the Dead Sea Scrolls, Ferret.
Who isn't? I mean,
no, it's true. Do you guys know this guy over here on the far right, David Wood?
Oh yes, day in and day out.
My familiarity with David Wood is that there was an incident with a ball peen hammer.
Yes, yes, you know this gentleman.
Yeah, and I will unironically say that he actually is both an example of how psychopaths can be dangerous, and also how psychopaths can be not necessarily dangerous because of the ball peen hammer. And also, he's probably not going to hit you with a ball peen hammer.
Right.
So.
Actually, this is some Christian Nitty history. one of the guys that I would do like discipleship with or whatever. Yeah, we would.
Was he also a psychopath?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay.
We
Not
would
tight
meet
nose.
together like every week, read the Bible and exegete it and all this stuff. And we were both in a apologetics big time. And David Wood has a One Punch Man
right
thing,
I
right? So
think
he's a
yes.
fan of like anime and stuff, and so was this guy that I was like in this discipleship thing with, right? And so he actually turned me towards David Wood. And then I, ended up watching like tons of David Wood's content because this guy that I was studying the Bible with would watch it. And so until like I was not convinced Christianity was true, I was actually subbed to Apologetics Roadshow / Act 17 unironically.
Wow.
Mhm.
So David,
I'm not proud of that, but
no, it's true. David Wood is legitimately like an offensive person. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I won't say much more about that. But at the God Bless Summit, who's the one guest who's missing from the advert here is Alex O'Connor. Actually,
he was there.
Yes, because he was debating David Wood.
Boy.
On the question of whether Jesus claimed to be God. So,
Man.
there was that. But anyways, I was going somewhere with this. I've been blathering on for a while. I was going somewhere with
You
this.
have a drunk ferret on the stream, so
It's true.
it's
So,
part of the course.
and I suspect everybody in the audience is probably just cooked out of their gourds because I mean, why else would you be here listening to me?
To be fair, don't sell yourself short, okay? If they knew like that we were going to be, responding to like terrible stuff, then that would be one thing. But listening to you and Nitty talk with a lot of erudition about topics that
he's
you
the
guys
one with
know.
letters after his name. Let's be clear.
I am an archaeologian
let's
of
be clear,
Egyptian
okay?
hegemony. I'll have you know.
I also have letters after my name, but not letters that are relevant to the community, right?
That's fair.
You have way more knowledge of the stuff that people actually care about in our community than I do.
If you were a Christian apologist, Dr. Ferret, you would not write books and go on podcasts and talk about physics. That's what you do, right? You do physics, or is it astrophysics? Is there a difference?
I do atomic physics.
You would not.
Close enough.
Yeah, sure. I thought it was close. You would not go on and talk about that kind of stuff.
Not unless I thought I had a winning point.
No. If you were a Christian apologist, you never talk about that stuff. You would talk about the resurrection, and you would talk about the cosmological arguments.
How often does Jason Lyle talk about astrophysics? Not as much as all the other people in his organization talk about astrophysics, even though Jason Lyle has a PhD in astrophysics.
This is the key to successful Christian apologetics.
You speak authoritatively on what you have no business on. Really.
Yes, exactly.
This is what I love about our community, though. People will say, "I'm not a scholar." Right? We just flat out set it down. And I even say on my channel, when I cover something and I'm speaking on it and I'm like, I'm pretty hardcore. Here's what I've heard from people who've really studied this. But if I'm wrong, hit me in the comments, rail me in the chat. Let's go. Like, I'm not going to, get butthurt that I'm like totally
I mean, if I rail you in the chat long enough, you might get a little butthurt, but you know that's par for the course.
Oh,
True. So, yeah. So I was getting updates I had a friend who was at
not the railing.
the conference, which is why I know it cost $320 American dollars just for the ticket and the meet and greet, and then he paid for a hotel as well on top of that. So
how much is that
I
in
just
beaver bucks?
oh god, that's a fucking mortgage payment.
You know what's really funny about beaver bucks though?
They're pretty.
No, that's the name of the currency from my college. You would spend beaver bucks at our cafe.
No,
you would save up beaver bucks. Yeah.
At my college, it was probably Viking bucks because that was our mascot. Was your mascot a beaver?
It was. Yeah, the Bluffton Beavers.
You guys had like your own script at college.
Yeah, that they would keep track.
They had what they had was
it's like part of your meal.
They
plan?
had like an account that was on your ID because like you paid a chunk of money to the college like meal plan, and then that amount of money was just put on your student ID, and you could scan that and pay for stuff that that way until it ran out, and then
and then you were fucked. Right.
And then what you had to do is you had to go and like wait at the cafeteria until somebody who didn't go to the cafeteria that often like came down and was like, "Yo, I've got like $300 of Viking bucks that I can spend on. So who needs to like go into the cafeteria?" And they would just like pay for 10 people to go in because they hadn't done it. Awesome. And it was all very communist because
it's true.
Wow, that's how you learned communism. You didn't even have to. You just learned it naturally. Nobody had to indoctrinate you in college into that shit.
Ours worked like American healthcare plans where you like chose.
I know nothing about that either.
You chose like where and how much your premiums are gonna go, right? So like you could do like the half C like cafeteria plan with more beaver bucks. So if you want to like sleep in crazy, like you just drag your ass to class, and then you're like, oh shit, I need to go have a brunch breakfast instead. Well, the dining hall's closed, but I can spend my beaver bucks because I opted into the more beaver bucks plan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So
see,
you would effectively bundle lunch and breakfast.
Okay. Yes.
Spend your beaver bucks, and then dinner was open longer, and then you go.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. See, I didn't go to college like normal people. I was married when I was like 20 years old, and I started college the next year. And so like we bought groceries and lived in an apartment and like did normal human shit. But
normal human. I am normal human, trust me.
So it's always aliens. That's one of our mottos on Bad Science Sunday.
By the way,
it's always aliens.
Everyone in the chat, if already?
Yeah.
You've already got a link?
I told her, I was like, yo, we're going live on Dr. Kill's channel. We gotta kill it. We gotta have a link. Come on, man. Let's do it.
That's crazy.
It's like the fastest that we've ever done it, and I take 0 credit, but will of course accept all of the credit.
Nice,
because that's how I roll.
Maya and I have talked about this.
About me accepting all the credit. Yeah.
Well, weasels like to snatch things, so credit is a natural addition.
But it's
shiny.
Ferret.
All right, so I posted it. Now I actually have to go on. Vish taught me how to do this. I actually have to go on to the stream and pin it, but I'm going to
For
actually
great justice.
pin it here.
Yes, Tux. I said snatch.
Our guest tomorrow is Dr. J. Bundy.
Ooh.
And tomorrow is Dr. J. Bundy.
And I'm the week
Dr.
after
J.
that.
Bundy. And Dr. J. Bundy is
There you
one
go,
of those
everyone.
people who makes me feel very inadequate because he is
Because he has
PhDs.
2 PhDs.
What are we supposed to do with that?
Listen, I was thinking about this because I was watching Jay on the Monday show.
Black Free Thinkers.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was blanking on the name. And I was thinking about this while I was watching it, and I wondered, and you could ask him this because I never will, because I'm way too afraid to actually ask him this question. So you go ahead.
I'm American.
Dr.
You're
Felony,
Canadian. So
Felony
yeah,
Ferret,
fair.
it's true. You could ask him. You could say, "Hey, did you go and get a second PhD because you did so bad on your first one?" Is
No,
that?
it was a twofer.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, I already know the answer, and he got a twofer.
Oh, he got a, oh wow, wild.
Yeah, no, he's got a I can't remember both separate disciplines. I feel like one of them is in biology and one of them is in like biochemistry or something.
Right. Wow.
But it's
They are
something
two
like
different things.
it's something that makes me feel very inadequate. So
Yes. I can relate. So can someone in the chat confirm that that link to Bad Science Sunday is actually pinned? Because I closed the window already. But that would be great. And chat, there's 70 people watching right now, which is kind of insane. But because
Let's
I
go.
mean, what the fuck, people? Why aren't you sleeping? I don't understand, but
For real. Let's chat it up.
you know,
you should post a
Jay
poll.
has
Get
Jay
that
has a PhD
engagement.
in doctorology. Thank you, Maya. I should post a poll. Oh yeah, okay,
Yes.
it works. That's good. Look, guys, Muggles Cake Sniffer subbed. So
fantastic.
excellent.
I love
So
when cake is sniffed.
every Sunday night, guys, from 6:30 till close to usually at least 8:30, sometimes after 9. Bad Science Sundays, where
I'm unaware of any example where we've been less than 2 hours. We've been at 2 hours a
Yeah.
couple of times, but
Yeah.
never less than 2 hours.
I
So,
expect everyone to be there tomorrow night. We have a super chat, guys. Jennifer Silves for $10. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
She says, I'm relearning Greek. I'm not giving you any of this money, Nitty. So, but
No, I wouldn't ask for it. No.
Okay.
YouTube already
I
takes
would-
30%.
It's true. So Jennifer Silv says, I'm relearning Greek and eventually Latin, and I can't help you with that. But that's awesome, with an eye to going to grad school in 2 years. Brilliant. I'd like to strategize with someone how to do with direction or help. So it's all for me. Thank you. This is something I'd be happy to talk to you about and see if I can actually help you or at least direct you to someone who can. And what I usually do is I direct people to my academia.edu page, which is simple. You just go to academia.edu and you look up me.
Kip Davis.
That's my name. So you find that and just send me a message there. I check it periodically, which means like at least once a week. And that's
pretty
usually
good.
where I do my So but yes, please send me a note there. Let me know the details and I can try and see if I can help you. Off the top of my head, I guess it just it depends. Are you doing like an ancient history degree or a Bible degree or a classics degree? That would that would be important to know too. But thank you for sending money to ask that question, and good luck with that. That's exciting.
So I will also give my own piece of advice.
Yes, please tell us about getting
at least in my field, the most important piece of advice that I would give to prospective graduate students, particularly prospective PhD students, is that if you go to a university and you're talking to people, ask the graduate students this question: who should I not work for? Because that question, the answer to it, you ask it to 5 people, you're going to get at least 4 of them giving you exactly the same answer, probably all 5, and it'll be worth it.
That's true.
But ask who to avoid, and then avoid that person. You don't deserve what joining that person's group would be. You just don't. This is ubiquitous, as far as I know, in every field. Ask who to not work for.
Good advice. Thank you, Dr. Felony Farrant. And thank you again, Jennifer, for the generous super chat. So I still have to rant about something else here.
You're good.
So and then maybe we can watch this video that the ferret provided for us. But
this is Maya's fault.
Okay? This is Maya's way. I actually watched the first minute.
I didn't,
and I was
good for me.
Oh, it's got a picture of the Night King on the thumbnail.
It's got some very creative pictures of the Ark on the page I currently have displayed. But we'll get there.
That's true. Well, we will get there, I promise. So, but I'm segueing into this from the Apologetics conference stuff that I was talking about. After getting live updates yesterday about the debate between Alex O'Connor and the psychopathic genocide apologist maniac David Wood, I got another link today. I think people actually hate me just because of the shit they send me. So Dr. Josh,
come on, watch it.
She must really
come on, watch it.
So he sent me a link to a live stream, like after show of this apologetics conference, and because I can't help myself, I clicked on it. This was it was God Logic, the God Logic guy, you remember? Goo Logic, more appropriately, yes, Goo Logic was live streaming like an after party, with everybody milling around and eating cookies and drinking. So it's true. Maya does send a
horrible Christians, those drinking ones.
Maya's a bad friend.
I didn't say it. So
I did. I said it. Maya is a bad friend.
Anyway, they were having tea and crumpets.
Dude, there was 1,500 people watching this guy mill around and chat with his apologetics buddies at the after show of this apologetics conference. But this is the thing that gets me, right? I'm gonna share this. Okay. So let's go. All right. Did you guys see that?
Yep. Have an amazing, blessed
my God,
weekend, everyone. May
$500
God bless
chat?
you all in Jesus Christ. Name.
Wow.
Amen.
YouTube got a third of that.
Yeah, right. But listen, I'm
Holy
never
shit,
going to see.
$500. Holy
I'm never going to see a $500 super chat.
Oh, you just wait.
And
challenge accepted.
I am, yeah, right.
I'm
But
not gonna
listen,
give you a $500.
here's the
Debate
thing,
Billy
guys.
Carson.
Here's so yeah, it's that's true. Maya says she feels blessed when people send me $500. That, yes, absolutely.
More than you can stuff in your bra.
So another way of saying that is that Maya never feels blessed. Just saying. Just saying.
Could be.
Prove me wrong,
I would feel blessed if somebody ever sent me $500. But you know what?
Me
And
too.
I would never expect anybody to send me this kind of money either, though. Right?
I would.
But well, I know, but you're a fucking felony ferret, so
Goddamn right I am.
so that tracks.
Wow.
But this is how this works, right? These guys set themselves up as 501. See, 501. What is the? I'm sorry. I'm already. It's 501(c)(3)(c). Thank you. Nonprofits. They have boards. They get authorization so that everybody who gives the money can actually claim all that stuff as tax deductions because they're a ministry.
That's right.
And then on the other side of this, because I remember how this works, the imperfect perfection 2.0 will just count this $500 towards their regular tithing that they feel committed to doing on a regular basis. So it's a grift. It's a grift. What can I say? YouTube apologetics, and I'm saying this about all of it. It's a grift. It's yeah. I don't know. It pisses me off, but
you know what drives me nuts is that I'm fantasizing lately that I should just put on a beater, get in my car, and like talk with the camera on the dashboard, and I'll probably get more subs. And maybe I'll even just fake that I'm flirting with Christianity, like Philip Roth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
And then
that would do it.
Millions. Rake it in.
Selling out so much easier.
Be like a
when Titan and I publish our book about pseudoscience, where we just embrace like some hardcore pseudoscience. It's about, by the way, so I'm an atomic physicist, right? And it's about how actually the ancient Greeks had it right, and the original 4 elements of earth, water, wind, and fire were the only elements that mattered, of course, until the Fire Nation attacked, in which case only fire mattered.
Wow. I don't even know what to do with that. That's
fair enough.
Wow.
They defeated Yakub, right?
Nobody defeats Yakub except for Yakub, because he like did some too much like smart stuff and then his brain exploded or something. I don't fucking know. Dude, Yakub is crazy. That shit is crazy. Of all of the shit Maya has shown me, that might be.
I don't know what
this is. It's definitely in the top 5. I don't know if it's number 1, but
I got another super chat, guys. Jake, insert clever dapper inside joke here, Nelson.
Can you read that? Because I can't read that.
You go ahead. I
can't. I can't read that. I'm asking. That's. I would say that's all Greek to me, but that's not Greek. I do know that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Hebrew.
Good.
It says, "I love you."
Okay.
See, I know that's not what it says because nobody has.
I can say Ahavtika, I love you.
Oh, it does say I love you.
No,
What?
it doesn't.
No,
Actually.
it doesn't. No.
So it says Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Jake. Insert clever dapper inside joke here. Nelson, Shabbat Shalom to you as well.
I'm a
Does
terrible
shalom mean
Hebrew
peace? I
student
feel like
of this
shalom might
channel.
mean peace or something like that.
It
No,
basically means
salam.
it basically means happy Shabbat. So have a good Shabbat. Weasel, ferret,
It's
fuck.
that
I don't
time.
know. Yes, it's
Dan,
it
dude,
is
I don't
that time.
either.
You know, Kip,
So,
though, I
mhm.
wouldn't say that all. Okay, I'd say there's tiers of grift in
True.
the YouTube's apologetic circle
Very
because
true.
there's like the apologetics industrial complex, right?
Mhm.
We're talking those channels over like 100,000 subs, which do like the research and like the quote digging and all that stuff. There comes a point at which they should actually know better if they're just not like doing copy pasta apologetics, right? Or some just get lucky and they've been doing that, and then they just don't know better. They're just ignorant content mills. Like that's a thing.
Yes, that's
But
true.
there are others, and we know who I'm talking about, right? It burns when I pee, and it just they should know better. Right, they're engaging, or they should be, with their brain on, engaging scholarship and listening to like both sides of the argument, the original languages, all that stuff,
It should
right?
be. Yeah.
And they keep going, and they either have to be the most blatant examples of sunk cost fallacies, right, in live action, and they live in a world of cognitive dissonance that I just would never, ever want to engage in. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how it works.
Are there female rabbis?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened. And you're 100% right, Nitty.
Yeah, because like a rebuke and reprove or something like that, right?
Oh, jeez.
They're
I remember that guy.
right. I don't
Yeah.
think that. I think that that's just a long-standing appeal to authority, and then it works its way down from there, right? Where it's like, oh, I listen to AIG. My channel is just, parroting AIG.
Yeah.
See, they don't know better. They're just trusting the institutions that keep
It's
them comfortable in their faith. And it, is that feedback loop of content, right?
Yes.
YouTube knows.
What's his name? Daily Dose of Wisdom.
I know. I did like an hour and a half on that this week.
Oh, geez. That's right. You did. I did.
Mhm.
I watched part of that. Wow, that guy. All right. Maybe we should pull this video up.
Mr. Nod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And see what. Oh, is this? Oh, right. This is your. Oh, this is your party. Ferret.
I mean, so
should we look at this?
understand-
Should we look at this picture for a little bit for a minute?
That's
here?
what I was saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just what is happening?
That's
what is
amazing? AI, you're cursed.
Why? Like, look at this. You know what this looks like in the middle? This looks like if you had an AI, like, fuse a prompt about like the blocks that like toddlers put in their
like
plaything with the story of Noah's Ark. You're like, okay, if a toddler had to put Noah's Ark into a little box, what would it look like? And it would look like this. That's what it would look like, right? And then down here we also have a bold.
It looks like concept art for Waterworld.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, how much do you think AIG has found this video and is looking at, especially like this center image, and going, oh, God damn it, we've got to figure out how to get a terrarium on the roof.
I mean, nobody really does remember the plants, though, right? And then it's the skeptics who are like, now, wait a minute. Like, Noah didn't bring any damn seeds, right? Like, what's going on here? There's either a serious plot hole, or you're just going to keep adding more miracles, right?
Yeah.
Portillo's does.
I
It's
continue.
true.
I continue to be astonished, and it bewilders me. I think, and this is probably just because of the level of my immersion in the literature, but it continues to blow my mind. Just how what's the word? In a weird way, pedantic people can get about some of this stuff that is just like, we're reading this on Dapper Dinosaur's channel right now. We're reading Bodhi Hodge's book about the Tower of Babel, right?
Oh,
like,
boy.
There are entire chapters dedicated to questions that no one has ever asked in the history
Challenge
of
accepted.
life. Yeah, yes, right? Oh, yeah. All right. So, okay. Well, maybe press play and see what
Lord.
Maya,
you know what?
Maya thinks.
I wanna do this because I always do this on the channel. The channel that we're responding
yes.
to here
Give us
is Shadow Scriptures. They have 14.4 thousand subscribers. And how many do you have, Kip?
I don't know. Let me look.
I want to know.
18,724.
This
Yes.
is the first time ever, except for a few times when we've like covered channels with like 20 subscribers, which we rarely do, that I can actually say, yes, this channel has more subscribers than this hot nonsense.
You're not on your show, right? This is why.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is Maya saved it for the budget, the budget version of Bad Science Sundays.
They have
here on
14.4 thousand, and the title of the video is in all caps, as is totally necessary. Why did God not allow this animal to enter Noah's Ark?
And
Bible exposed exclamation.
The title, before you start, I feel like I have to pull this up, because before you start, the
I have one
title
more stat
of this video, just like when you look at the title of this video and the thumbnail, I'm just like, what the fuck, guys? So because I'm gonna
wait, where's the door
on the Ark?
The door is where all of the as of the last 7 months when this video is posted, the 2,500 views also are probably wondering, they're probably not, they're wondering where's the door, and that answer will probably not be made clear.
Probably not.
Like, I understand the Lord shut them in, I know that verse, but I mean, there's nowhere to shut. Is it inside the trees?
It's inside the crescent. Right here.
Something.
Yeah.
The special animal to enter the Ark of Noah and escape the flood. Noah was a virtuous and obedient...
Whoa. Pause. Wait, go back. I want to hear that intro.
Why did God not allow this special animal to enter the Ark of Noah and escape?
But
the special animal.
I thought it said all of them.
Wait.
But then it also said, and 7 pairs of the sacred ones, the clean ones.
Okay, who are you going to believe? Your lying eyes or the AI voice?
You guys, seriously, hold on. Before you continue, you seriously, did you look at this channel? You seriously have to look at this channel.
Oh my God.
I have mental health.
I like the zombie one.
I'm like...
Yeah.
Are we gonna make it through 2 of them tonight?
This is
try.
This is
Oh god.
this is
Where's
something-
the Clorox? Hold on, I'll be right back.
I don't know what I'm looking at. See if I can find
Book
it.
of Enoch.
Oh yeah.
Who is Baal?
Baal?
Kip.
Wow.
You've got to know stuff about that.
There's another Book of Enoch one.
Ooh.
Did fallen angels create hybrids?
Yes, that one.
Wow. Satan's real satanic Bible hidden by Christianity. Wow. This is wild.
That sounds like it's up Bucks' alley.
Yeah, wow, definitely. All right.
What do we got here?
Okay.
All right. Well, AI clearly
let's
can't read. So
Why did God not allow this special animal to enter the ark of Noah and escape the flood? Noah was a virtuous and obedient man whom God appointed to build the ark.
Sounds like a cuck.
Yes.
He told Noah about his plan to use a flood to destroy the earth and instructed him to build a vessel so that his family and
What
every
the hell is this?
What
use
the
a
hell
flood
is
to
even
destroy
that?
the earth and instructed him
What
to build a vessel so that his
what is this?
Is
What
this-
are we What is this? Hold on. Like this we've got this looks like a ball. So I've never played Elden Ring, but this looks like something that I would find in Elden Ring, or at least Shadow of the Colossus.
look,
I don't know. I don't know any of that shit.
Look, in the new Mandarin translation, God drowns a kaiju.
That's a kaiju.
So
Look at it.
He's a very special animal, guys. That God didn't allow him on the ark.
I don't
Video
blame him.
over.
I've read the dimensions of the ark. I'm pretty sure this thing is larger than the ark. Or at least comparable.
This is why he wasn't allowed.
wait,
On
put
Exactly.
me big. Put me big.
Okay. No, not remove. Solo. There we go.
Yahweh wouldn't let me on. Why not?
Oh god.
Oh, before you, I got a couple more super chats here. Before we continue, Boring Turtle for $5. Thank you. More importantly, how did the fungi survive the flood? Did
They were fun guys.
to
Very
every
charismatic.
type of spore?
For a while, for just a brief while, Ham and Japheth were like the movie, not the movie. What was that show? Oh no, it just poofed out of my head.
Is it The Chosen?
No, the one where they get infected.
Oh, The Walking Dead,
No,
or
wasn't
The
it?
Last of Us,
Andromeda Strain.
or
Yeah, that one. Whatever. They became like those insects
spore-
that get this spore or
the
whatever.
spore people from
Yeah, the spore
The Last
people.
of Us, which is coming
Yeah,
back
they were
in
the
2
spore
weeks,
people
by the
for
way.
a little while.
Hey, did you guys
And then
know?
they went around and blew themselves away.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Did you guys know that The Last of Us was filmed in my hometown?
What?
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
Canada doesn't even exist, so stop even lying.
It was filmed in my fake hometown, dude.
Exactly. That I will endorse.
I am being totally serious here. So yeah, but it's coming back in a couple weeks.
Well, that big, very
Boring
special
Turtle-
boy couldn't go on the ark.
But he
Okay.
couldn't. Boring. But before we continue, Boring Turtle sent another $2 super chat to say
Noah 40.
Noah 40K.
Oh god. Oh.
Oh.
Yahweh ain't
Thank
got shit on
you.
40K.
You know, I would buy the Whiz Kids edition of the Bible, where everything is 40K
Oh,
characters.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
They
in a
own
heart- in a
40K,
heartbeat.
right? I got the
Oh
intellectual
man.
property ownies right. Oh, okay.
Hopefully. All right. So,
Oh shit.
play button, dude.
species
Do
may
your
survive,
thing.
and instructed him to build a vessel so that his family and every other animal species may survive. There was a unique
What
requirement.
is that thing
They,
on the
they
left?
didn't. They didn't survive.
Oh, is that
Every
supposed
other
to be a
animal species-
Nephilim there?
I
Maybe.
mean, It's
Did they have
What are
probably
cool like dune skulls? Like, is that what I'm seeing over there?
I guess.
species may survive. There was a
Look,
unique
the other one looks
requirement,
like
though.
my
The
niece.
Nephilim
So
your
Is
niece?
this true?
No.
The caption here.
The Nephilim were not allowed within the ark. I mean, I guess they were.
They didn't heed the warning because
No,
Noah was a preacher of righteousness, according to Peter.
shall
Apocryphally.
shall I read the text? Actually, I could. It's short. This part of the story is very short.
Actually, Kip,
Yeah.
I have a particular apologetic.
Did you do
regarding
your
the-
own translation? Is that what you're
Oh,
about
hell
to tell me?
no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Hmm.
So there were like 3 options or something. So like in my like fundies that didn't like to be called fundies controlling-ish church, right? Culty church.
Right.
We like to have our like men's Bible study night where we get deep into God's word and we
Like
become
real
amateur.
men.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched my fair share of Mark Driscoll.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yeah, it definitely had that kind of ethos. We were going for that. Well,
Yes.
anyway, we wanted to all be amateur exegetes and, thorough students of God's word. So we could recognize that the Nephilim story seemed kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're basically talking Game of Thrones, fae people or, White Walkers, getting freaky and making these hybrids. I mean, that sounds a little, Mesopotamian myth. I mean, we got to deal with this, right? And so it made people uncomfortable thinking that God made an entire category of beings that also had the equipment to impregnate women, right? Just
Okay. Yes.
let that sit with you for a little bit, viewers. You probably don't think of that too often. That there were non-humans that definitely had some goings on to get the getting on. All right. But at any rate, there was another interpretive option that we were exposed to, which was that I don't know if this is valid with the Hebrew or whatever, but that the daughters of men, I think is what it says.
Yes.
And the sons of God
Yes.
and the daughters of men. It is basically the idea that there was another people group, like a line of Cain that was
Sure.
opposing,
Yeah. This is
right? So it was definitely humans, but they were categorized in such a way as to be like the opposition towards God, which makes sense of why they're still there later on in the Torah, right? Because you would think, like, if it says the
right.
Nephilim are there when they go to do the conquest, right? How could that be when all the Nephilim should be super totes dead, right? But maybe it's a descriptor for a certain kind of people who oppose God, right? And that was an apologetic that helped us sleep at night when we got uncomfortable with the idea that God made another category of beings capable of, pushing in the bushes and making hybrid things.
Or as I actually had an actual pastor ask me once at a church, do you think that the angels actually had like sex with women? Like, and he was serious, right? Like this was a serious question. So but we can like let's look at this. It's short, right? The story here. I would have pulled it up in my accordance, but sadly I can't figure out how to make that work right now in Chrome.
It's okay.
Because I'm kind of an honorary boomer. So it's all right. So and it happened when men began to increase on the face of the land, and there you are, and banot, daughters were born to them. The sons of God, or maybe the sons of the gods, saw the daughters of men, the daughters of Adam, that they were good to look at, is basically what it says. And they took them for women from all whom they chose. And Yahweh said, my breath will not stay with the man for a long time, since he also is flesh, and their days will be 120 years. We're learning about this from Bodhi Hodge's book right now in Dapper's stream. It's wild. So here we are. This is the Nephilim. It says the Nephilim were on the land, on the earth in those days, and also after this, when after the time when the sons of the gods came into the daughters of men, that just means they had sex with them, and they gave birth unto them, the sons of the god. They were like great men, who were from ages past men of the name, or men of renown. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness had increased among men in the earth, and all every thought that he formed in his heart was only evil every day. And then it goes on to talk about the flood, but this is all it says.
Well, you know what,
right?
Is interesting there, that I actually, as I'm hearing it back without like any bias or like need to overthink this, it's that Yahweh really seems to be judging the earth only for the wickedness, not for this interbreeding that happened.
Yeah. No, that's
his actual gripe there is the wickedness part, not the interbreeding bit.
And we're not clear on what that is, right?
Right, where apologists are like, "Oh my God, it got so bad, like that the angels were banging stuff, and the demons and the blah blah blah, and so that God was getting so pissed at the whole situation." It's like, well, that's not what it actually says.
This is certainly the way that the Book of Enoch reads, and this is it, right? The book. This is certainly the way the Book of Enoch reads this story, or like the Book of Jubilees, or
it does it read it that the Nephilim were part of the problem too?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, right. So it's part, but it's already part of the cultural interpretive milieu by the time that the New Testament writers are working through this stuff. And I think I think it's Peter, the writer of First or Second Peter, might say something about this. I don't remember.
So wait, but I'm being interrupting.
Maybe you know the New Testament better than I do. It's possible.
But okay, let's go back a second though.
Yeah.
So do you think that as the text as it sits right there, right? Do you think it's later tradition that made the Nephilim the problem? Or is there a subtext that the Nephilim are a problem because of their other mentions in the Torah?
Or
is it both?
So it's, I think now this is not widely held, and I think most scholars don't think this, but there was a time when some wondered if the Genesis story in Genesis 6 actually even postdates, like it's later than what you read, or at least some of where Enoch is getting his traditions. But I tend to think that this is probably like the Nephilim being the problem is probably what the author of Genesis is going for. But whatever he's reading, whatever he's drawing this from, has a much more benign view of them.
That's what I was. Yeah.
So he's it's similar to the way in which, like in a text, like I'm sure the felony ferret fell asleep because he's like bored out of his gourd with this, but whatever. So the it's very similar to the way that like the writer of the Song of Moses in Deuteronomy 32, 8-9, right, is drawing from this well-established worldview in which Yahweh is one of the sons of El in the divine council of El. And even though the author, the one who's writing this poem down, may not subscribe to this idea, he's stuck with it, right? So and I think that's kind of what's happening in Genesis 6, where there's a long-standing tradition about the emergence of, and it's very similar to what you see in like some other stories, like the emergence of titans or heroes in Greek mythology, figures like Gilgamesh, right? In these larger than life, for real, is blessed be he giving you a hard time for being up all night.
Yes is the short answer.
No, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to say, but yeah. Anyways, this is, I think this is probably what's happening here is that there's this long-standing tradition about the emergence of these great figures, these men of renown, the men of the name, as the text says. And it's such a well-known tradition or trope that the writer stuck with, that that he can't just overtly say, oh, he'll
be back.
Yeah, okay. He has to work with what he's got. Sadly, Tap took the video with him. So
Maya can send it to me if
she could. Actually, I could pull it up too.
Oh, okay.
But I think no, actually, I don't think she pulled that link. Oh well.
Damn.
But if you want to continue watching the video, Maya,
yes, it's
send it.
I
to
do
one of us. So or kick the weasel in the ass and get him back up here.
The ferret, I guess, tonight.
The ferret, that's right. B.S. Lewis has a question here. Could the authors be making apologetics for gods and demigods of other religions, Dr. Kip? Possibly. I think I see he's talking about the existence of. I would definitely say not the existence of, because I think the author of Genesis is certainly at least aware, accepts the notion of the existence of other deities. So at this point, it's how much is he trying to downplay the significance of them. And there are some funny things in this text too, right? Like I pointed it out when I read it. I'll just put it up here again, just to show everyone. Like where it says, and this is not a hard and fast thing, but it is one of these things that when you see it, I think you should pay attention. Here in verse 2, it says, Vayera b'nei ha-Elohim et banot ha-Adam. So this is, they saw the sons of ha-Elohim, which is the definite article, the, attached to the word Elohim, which we most often in the Hebrew Bible translate just as God, but can also mean gods. And quite often, I think when the definite article appears there, this might be a flag, sort of an indicator to one of these instances where maybe we should translate this as a plural, as part of the gods. She sent it to you, right?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sharing it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Back at it.
And instructed him to build a vessel so that his family and every other animal species may survive. There was a unique requirement, though. The Nephilim were not allowed within the ark. God's choice to keep the Nephilim off of Noah's ark has sparked a lot of debate.
Has it really?
But like, it doesn't say explicitly they couldn't go on. It just says that only Noah and his family were invited. They just were invited.
They weren't invited along with every other person on earth.
Right.
They weren't singled out, is the point.
Yeah.
You guys. And I think, and that's like, this is, you know, just accepting that this is a species of beings or creatures or what have you, right? And I mean, that's not like the Nephilim are just you know, they're part of the story. I don't know that we can isolate them as, or that any readers would have gone, wow, well, the Nephilim, they were left off the ark. Along with
I didn't know that they could be demon looking, right, in the modern, you know, post-medieval demon sense, and look like they are a hybrid from the Twilight and Harry Potter movies, and they could also be wolves. I did not know.
Thank you.
That
Thank
the
you,
Nephilim
AI.
are so damn versatile.
You have made our life so much better.
They're clearly the Nephilim were chimeras. Didn't you know that, Kid?
Clearly.
They could not only copulate with human females, but they also can shapeshift. So
just a point of minor clarification. The Nephilim are actually the offspring of the human females who copulated with the sons of the divine beings. But I got another super chat here from Jennifer Silvas. Thank you. Desert demons your fathers never knew. Right? That's what the fuck we're looking at right now.
Right. We're looking at the products of Florida women. There was a woman arrested in Florida for selling illicit content she made with a dog.
What? Oh my God.
And you know what's even worse, Kip? That in the report, the detective basically said, "It's shocking when you see it, but unfortunately not all that uncommon."
Oh my God. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I tried to listen. I tried to convince Maya that in Canada we have our own version of Florida. Are there any Canadians in the chat? Maybe you can back me up on this. In Canada, we have our own version of Florida, and it's called Saskatchewan. Uh,
I believe it.
by the way, Paul Enns of Apologia
Apologia,
fame
yeah.
and his co-host on Toast to Toast, Dave, both hail from Saskatchewan. So, but seriously,
trying to say, Kev?
this was not a long discussion. It's true.
All right.
This was not a long discussion. I very, very quickly realized that as bizarre and stupid as people from Saskatchewan are, just nobody holds a candle to Florida.
No.
Way to go, Florida.
And with their sunshine law, I mean, everyone's gonna know about her forever.
What is that? I don't know about.
So it's a thing where in America, certain state legislatures make it so that people's criminal records are just immediately available, and everyone can see them. In fact, Florida will often
immediately available.
Yeah, you could just background checks are like uber simple there. Well, at any rate, even local news are able to just instantly report, right? And just publish names right out. And they do.
That's geez, holy shit.
So you're just out there, you know? Legal fans.
Canadian Florida gives you great minds. Apologia, we guys pogo sticking it. It empty pools.
All right, let's continue.
Yes, let's do that.
Made them so terrifying and dangerous that not even the deluge could destroy them. And why did...
Wait, what? Oh my God.
Well,
Nephilim. We can't get 5 seconds at a time.
This looks like the new Batman. The what's the guy's name? The guy who was in the
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, this looks like Robert Pattinson, doesn't it? Am I right about that? It kind of looks like
maybe with with a Heath Ledger Joker mouth.
Yeah, right.
But wait. But the text says that all the breath of life left everything else.
Yeah. So this is a plot hole in the Bible that has like fundamentalists in knots. I've listened to. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, and this actually I can. Some of the background. You remember the show that we used to do that I hope is coming back someday. The Diablo Critics. I did with my friends Matt Munger and Josh Bowen and Dan McClellan and Jennifer Bird. The genesis of that show, the very first thing that we were going to do before I found that Mike Winger response to Satan's Guide to the Bible was look at this, and this is a real thing, and people should check this out because this is batshit crazy on a level that I just did not even fathom. There is a podcast called Haunted Cosmos, which is produced by Christian nationalists who are part of Doug Wilson's whole thing. And they got me on, but these guys, it's an enormously popular podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, but when I was still listening to it, oh yeah, I look at that, eh? Nice. So when I was still listening to it back, in 2024 last year in the fall, they were in the top 700 of Patreon, and that's like all of Patreon. I mean, how many Patreon accounts are there out there? Like millions of Patreon accounts, and they were in the top 700.
God. You should still cover that. I mean,
I'd like to.
it'll
It's just that-
definitely, if
so
you tag the shit out of it
like
for your videos or
yeah.
whatever, it'll definitely get you more traction, I bet.
Yeah, maybe. So here's part of the problem is their episodes are like 3 hours long, and these guys do these deep dives into all the conspiracies. So they do like
Of course.
Mothman. Maya, you should be paying attention actually. I don't know why I haven't mentioned this before. So
What's it called? Haunted Cosmos?
Haunted Cosmos. I'm typing this into the chat.
Yes.
Haunted Cosmos. So they do Mothman, they do Skinwalker Ranch, they do Giants, they do the Nephilim, they do Atlantis, they do all the crazy shit, all the MK Ultra.
Do they believe it though? Do they talk like they believe it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
See, that's where I was wondering you. Okay.
This
I'm
is
like,
the thing.
No.
Look,
see the
look.
comments.
Apparently this has come up already. So okay. All right. Well, I don't know. But it's seriously. So, anyways, these guys got me onto this too, right? This is a major plot hole in the story, in the like the comprehensive biblical story,
Right?
where the Nephilim show up in Genesis 6, but then we're also told, everything was wiped out, right? In the flood, but then they reappear somehow in the conquest narratives in the book of Deuteronomy and the book of Numbers, right?
They got
It
into an
talks about them.
unholy TARDIS.
Yeah, something like that. It's one of these plot holes that, well, how the hell did they get there? So like these guys on Haunted Cosmos had to spend like an hour, sorting out and connecting the dots to make sure everybody understood how this could happen. But yes,
Wow.
this is a thing, right? All right.
I guess we might be buffering, but
really,
I'm sure we'll
Oh,
bounce
shit.
back. I'm sure we'll bounce back.
Oh,
It's probably
no.
StreamYard or YouTube.
It's Canadian internet actually, but
No, you're fine for me.
and I
It's
don't
on
really
their end.
I don't even live in Saskatchewan. That's the crazy thing. So, all right, shall we continue to watch?
Look, I asked God to let me on, but he didn't put my parents on, and it really pissed me off. I'll be back. All right,
them out.
Let's go.
Noah was confused when he heard from God. As a mere man, how could he tell who was a Nephilim and who wasn't? However, he followed
wait,
God.
whoa. So Yahweh's sitting up there. He's like, well, I know they've been sleeping with the angels, but now I can't tell.
Oh, they could tell. Do you want to know? Actually, this is
great. This stuff is great because how many likes does this have? Right?
The video?
Only 64. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You want to know one of the best comments here? I decided to scroll through them while you're talking.
Yeah.
This is the best one. This is not biblical.
That's awesome. This is not. So good.
I know it'd be charitable. It's a typo, but it's hilarious.
It is. It really is. But
oh my god! Wait.
There is a
comment.
Who's
Rake 269?
Oh, yeah, I got that one. Okay. Nephilim are like witches. You have to do the water duck test.
And what else floats? A duck.
Oh shit, dude, Reddington! I totally forgot that I actually totally forgot I was watching a hockey game. How did that happen? Amazing. Anyways, fuck. Sorry. I just looked at the score. Fuck. Anyways, I'm just throwing the phone. That's what's happening.
Wait, no, Noah couldn't tell.
No, but no.
Oh.
Listen, but
Still.
this person is living under a rock because people 2,000 years ago already had answers to these questions. I'm going to read to you from the Aramaic text known as the Genesis Apocryphon.
Ooh.
Column 2, starting in line 1, and this is the personal first-person account of Lamech, the father of Noah. And here's what he said.
Oh, who wasn't allowed on? Wouldn't he still have been alive?
I probably, and I expect if this part of the Genesis Apocryphon had actually survived, we might actually have an explanation as to why Lamech didn't get onto the ark. But that part disappeared.
Man,
but we have this
by then, actually.
He might have been, but we have this. I'll read this to you. Then I decided that he's speaking of his wife, Bitanosh. He's very concerned about Bitanosh because she's pregnant.
Please. Okay.
She's pregnant, and he's noticed that, wow, this does not look like a normal pregnancy. There's some shit going on here.
Was it like Scott Ridley's Alien?
Well,
like wiggling around
sadly, we don't really know because, again, it's fragmentary, right? So there's a lot of this stuff that is missing. So we don't get that, but it picks up here in column 2, line 1. Lamech says, "Then I decided that the conception was at the hands of the watchers," which is another identifier for the Nephilim. This is what they called them in the Second Temple period.
They like to watch, huh?
Yeah, they did. That the seed had been planted by the holy ones, or Nephilim. I was in turmoil because of this infant. Then I, Lamech, hurriedly went to my wife, Bitanosh, and I said to her, "I adjure you, by the Most High, by the Lord, the Great One, by the King of Eternity, have you conceived by one of the sons of heaven? Tell me," guys, if you're a guy and your wife has stepped out on you at some point, this is not a question you want to ask. Tell me every detail.
What was he like?
Truthfully. Tell me
like
every
the guy
detail.
From The Chosen.
Truthfully. In truth, make it known to me without lies. Was this, and then it breaks off, unfortunately. But it picks up. He says, "By the King of Eternity, you are to speak to me in utter truth, without lies." Then Bitanosh, my woman, replied to me very passionately, weeping. She said, "Oh, my brother, my lord, remember my sexual delight with you in the heat of intercourse and my ardent response. I am telling you the whole truth, and my mind was then changed," says Lamech. "Now when my wife Bitanosh saw that my disposition had changed," and it breaks off, but then it says that she restrained her anger, speaking with me and saying, "Oh, my lord, my brother, remember my pleasure. I swear to you by the great Holy One, the King of Heaven, that this seed, it comes from you. This conception was by you. The planting of this fruit is yours. It was not by any stranger, neither by the watchers, nor yet by any of the sons of heaven. Why has your expression been so altered, your mood so depressed? Surely I'm speaking with you truthfully." Thereupon, and this is what Lamech does, right? Because this is what any man would do, no? Thereupon I, Lamech, ran to Methuselah, my father, and I told him everything so that he would go, yeah?
Maury.
Yes. And Methuselah, so he went to Methuselah so that he could go and ask Enoch, his father, so that Enoch could come to understand the whole matter, because Enoch is beloved and a friend of God, and he's with the holy ones.
Right. So Enoch
So
is Maury. So he
yeah.
he's going to do the holy paternity
Enoch's
test.
going to do the holy paternity test. So
Right,
this
right.
is
Lamech?
I don't know why this guy didn't just read the Genesis Apocryphon. It's all there.
Right.
Come
yeah.
on.
Now, wait. What was he the father?
Oh,
Or do I have to tune in after school?
Sadly, this is the annoying thing about fragmentary text from the Dead Sea Scrolls. That part is also missing.
Oh man.
Oh my God! Right? Actually, well, I mean, there's a little bit. I can tell you here. There's some interesting stuff here about the actual.
I was
birth
getting some thou
of
dost
Noah.
protesteth too much vibes though from her, you know?
I know, right?
Right? Like when your
Yeah,
girlfriend or
you
your wife
wonder.
is like at the dinner table and she's like, honey, I tell you, I'm not faking it. All right. Like,
It's true. It's true.
really, I'm
trying to see here.
not. I'm
Oh,
not.
so here, like some of this, you've got like in describing the birth of Noah, we've got some fragments here. He did not resemble something. Lamech, your son fears his appearance. What does it say then again? He lifted his face to me. His eyes shone like the sun. This lad of fire. He clearly was not a normal child.
Well then.
Reddington is not wearing hockey pants. Awesome. And
right.
yes, if you guys wanna hear a reading featuring Captain Dadpool, Ricky Brock playing the role of Lamech, and my friend and producer Vishanti playing the role of Bitanosh. That's in a video I made in my Dead Sea Scrolls series. It just gets better.
See, this is why we do late nights, right? We're toast to toast Saturday edition, right?
Saturday edition. Yeah. All right. Shall we?
Yeah.
How could we tell?
I don't
Come
know. You know what?
Lamech knew.
Right. But here's the other thing, Kip. I mean, if this is in a day and age where people were checking for foreskins, right? And I mean, and Noah can't tell this,
right?
Come on now.
It's true. True.
However, he followed God's word and complied
God's
with his stranger's directive.
Wait, why is Davy Jones in the video? It's fucking pirates. Wait. You go down to you go to Disney World and you've got Johnny Depp and Noah just chilling.
Oh my God. Wow. This is amazing.
Wait, and it's even that guy on the right. Oh, what's that actor's name? It actually looks like him.
I kind of thought that looked like Johnny Depp, but
No. The other guy who plays what, Will?
Orlando Bloom?
Yeah. Is that who that is?
That's it, yes. Maybe.
God.
It could be him.
Help me, chat. Yeah, chat says Orlando Bloom.
Wow. It's definitely took a pirating turn.
Look,
oh my God, I have tears.
Look,
It's
they definitely weren't allowed on the boat. All right, they
No.
had to get.
definitely not. This is
After the ark
the
was
real
constructed,
story.
people marveled at the sight of animals of every kind boarding the ship. The Nephilim
I'm sure
But
they
if
did.
they did, wouldn't they be like, "Hey, yo, we gotta get on there."
Get on the boat.
responded in a
Didn't
variety of
you-
ways
you-
after learning of
there's a you watched the movie, didn't you, Noah?
No, I actually
Oh,
haven't.
dude, you've got to watch that.
All right.
movie.
Well, I was a Christian at the time, and I thought like, "Oh, this unbiblical crap."
God, it's so good. But there's a whole thing, right? Of Tubal Cain mounting like this, he foments basically a rebellion among the people to get on the ark. Like Noah has to do like has to do like jujitsu shit
Oh, wow.
to make sure
He has to go
that,
biblical John Wick.
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
okay.
And also it's an interesting this is a really interesting movie actually, because this one it's made by Darren Aronofsky. I don't know if you know anything about him, but he's an atheist, and he's made this movie in such a way that absolutely pisses Christians off. Maybe one of the reasons for that is he takes a fairly sympathetic approach to the Nephilim. So, they're like these weird rock monsters.
I did.
The
Yeah, I knew
Nephilim.
about that. Yeah.
So they help Noah keep Tubal Cain and the riffraff. The
Wait, so they like sacrifice themselves, basically?
yeah, kind of. I actually don't remember what they were fighting though. I don't remember.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to watch it again now. Clearly, I used to when I used to teach in university. One of the things that I did in my intro courses was I actually assigned this movie and asked students to write about it, like write 5 pages. They were freshmen, right? So you can't expect too much. But like write 5 pages about sorry. Yeah, listen. You're as surprised as I am that I'm streaming right now. So here we are.
Yeah. I'm still sharing that tab. Sorry. Go on.
So like I used to assign the movie and say write 5 pages about it, but talk to me about what the filmmaker, what is the filmmaker doing with this story about Noah. But I was always very disappointed. Do you see that? Yeah. Make the myth notice the shirt here. Did you guys all see the
Fucking
shirt?
love the Bible. I love that shirt.
Right.
Where did you get that?
I make these, dude. You can buy this shirt on my channel. Mine just showed up today.
Oh.
So
Did you hear that, folks?
Yes, you can buy the shirt on my channel. So yeah, it was always kind of a disappointing exercise because there's lots of evangelical Christian kids in my classes, and all they wanted to talk about, there you go. Yeah, look, there it is.
So if you guys have yet to have gone to Dr. Kill's store, look at these amazing pieces of merch that you yourself could wear. I fucking love the Bible classic crew neck t-shirt.
I expect to
love
see
the
these.
Bible classic tee. They could be yours now. Visit Dr. Kill's store and purchase one for yourself.
Wow, that's very good. Wow.
Thank you.
I expect to see these, all over the place at SBL when I'm back in November. So anyways, we're 53 seconds into this.
I know. This is
video.
going to take a while.
Yeah.
We're up
So
all
we'll see.
night.
It could be. What time is it where you are?
It
Are
doesn't
you
matter.
okay?
of the divine judgment. Some chose to openly defy God and reject his authority, while others attempted to trick Noah and his family by posing as regular people. The flood
Really? That happened? Where the hell did that happen?
Oh my god.
eventually
That's awesome.
came,
What is
submerging
this
the
picture? This is like the flood at this big
Yeah,
ancient city.
that's Atlantis.
That must be it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entire planet as the floods continue to rise.
Oh, they're globe flooders. Not
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't
not
they,
local. Not
yeah,
this
they
local
don't give
shit.
Eretz that, tight
That's
locality.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Everything in their path was submerged. As the world they knew vanished beneath the waves, Noah's Ark floated as humanity's only chance. The Nephilim's exclusion from the Ark was the correct choice. The Nephilim struggled to survive as the flood got closer, but their superhuman abilities could not endure God's fury. They were vanquished and left to perish. The Nephilim.
Okay, so everything with the breath of life should have died. Or plot hole.
It just took longer. It took longer for
Right,
the Nephilim.
Right. Yahweh cleared out the babies. They drowned real fast. And then the Nephilim just had to work real hard. Got it. Cool. All right.
There are. So
Well,
hold on.
remember-
Can you all hear that? I doubt
No.
you can hear that, but there are fireworks going on outside.
Oh.
And now I'm wondering if there is a Canadian holiday that I've missed. Shit. I don't. Yeah, that's weird.
Don't know your
Okay.
own holidays.
Yeah.
All right.
Remembered in many ancient societies' myths and stories. Even though they are extinct, these legends, which have been passed down through the ages,
That's
serve as a reminder to
creepy.
people of the
Yeah.
value of abiding by God's commands and avoiding the temptation of unbridled power. There is drama, intrigue, and deep spiritual truths to be learned from the narrative of Noah's Ark.
He's not wrong about that. Drama, intrigue, and deep spiritual. Well, maybe the deep spiritual truths. I don't know how I feel about that, but certainly some drama and intrigue. I mean, enough that early Jewish authors were writing steamy fan fiction about Bitanosh and Lamech.
Right.
So yeah.
Lamech, you did not get cucked by an angel.
Let's.
Now that's a TV series. Do you remember the one
Right.
called Touched by an Angel? Can you imagine the Cinemax version, Cucked by an Angel?
Yeah. We're not going to talk about this tonight. So, and I'm starting. Look. I'm not a superstitious person, guys, but I'm starting to wonder if my decision to stream tonight had anything to do with what happened in the hockey game. But anyways,
And the Nephilim. The Nephilim's absence from the Ark represents the necessity to distinguish between good and evil, submit to divine will, and deal with.
What?
Hmm.
No. Because here's the reason I think that's wrong from my Christian, and even like I think wouldn't rabbis probably say like, no, even Noah wasn't like perfect, right? It was really like well, the rest of Noah's family certainly wasn't, right? So it's just like
that's
I'm
an
making
interesting point.
right? I'm
Mm.
making a choice to just
Mm.
save these ones. This Noah's been the best one, and he's not perfect afterwards. He gets his ass completely
That's
drunk,
true.
right? And so it's really just what about God choosing a select people and the etiology of where the nation of Israel came from. I mean, it's not about perfectly separating the good. I mean, to an extent, but again, like you said, like they just weren't invited. Like everybody else that wasn't Noah's family wasn't invited, right? It's
There
not
was
just like,
nothing exceptional about the non-invite to the
Right.
Nephilim. There were 8 people on that boat, y'all,
yeah,
and
and a questionable number of animals.
The fallout from unbridled corruption. This tale serves as a reminder that heavenly justice always triumphs, even in the face of disaster. Thus, as we commemorate Noah's Ark as a representation of hope.
I mean, commemorate it.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know that, but didn't even is God commemorating it with the rainbow, or is he more like,
Are
yeah,
we
that
even
that was a
talking
pretty
about the- are we
radical
even
ass
talking about
way
the
to.
rainbow right now?
Well, I
I
mean,
assume
as
so.
we commemorate it, right? Like,
That's true.
do you
Yes.
commemorate it through the rainbow, or do you more like God and be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do it that way again? Like,
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah.
and salvation, we also need to acknowledge the Nephilim's historical.
whoa, why is one of them a cyborg now? Look, I'm
What is
into
this?
Mortal Kombat, but Cyrax was not a Nephilim.
This guy looks sad.
Sad
about his
robot.
cyborg. Is
AI is using me inappropriately.
it's true. There were also no cyborgs and robots.
Look, I'm
On-
also offended that they have my mother-in-law on the right. Like, keep her out of this. I know she's got rough times ahead, but we don't need to be putting her on blast.
Does she have that many tattoos?
No comment.
significance and God's choice to leave them
I
out.
would just
Ultimately,
like to say
That is
my
pretty
mother-
accurate, though. I'm just saying.
I would-
I'm not being like a Jeff Dunham. My mother-in-law.
I would just like to say that my mother-in-law is lovely. So,
Anyway,
is that your cat? I'm like looking.
you
out the
hear
window.
that?
I did hear that.
How? I can't hear you.
Is your cat in heat?
No, she gets weird sometimes. Maybe the Nephilim are in my basement, and she can see them.
Yeah. If I assume the chat can hear the cat.
I mean, if you could hear it, I mean,
I would assume so. I'm like looking out my window, but my dog is
no,
sleeping,
that was my
so
cat.
clearly
Weird.
it was yours.
Yeah, it might
See,
be my.
yes,
It's my-
that's what I heard. It sounded like a little bit crying out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's my fucking weird cat. All right. Anyway. Well, I'm also wearing my headphones, so.
True. Maybe that's it.
narrative serves as a reminder that despite the most bleak chapters in history, the light of justice and
That looks like a Magic the Gathering card.
truth will always triumph. Goliath, the infamous giant from the Gath of Philistia, is probably
Bro,
A Tolkien orc
what's on his
was
head?
Goliath.
What is on his head? What is that?
That's where the pebble hit him. But he got back up again. I don't
Must
know.
have. Oh my god. Oh,
Goliath,
Goliath.
You
Goliath.
won't like Goliath when he's Philistine.
Hey, are you Nitty? Are you watching the Amazon show, House of David?
No.
This is also. I believe there's some connection to the people who made The Chosen, but I've watched two episodes.
Didn't Todd Friel freak out about that?
He totally did.
Yeah.
Yes, he totally did.
We can't add to God's word.
Yeah. So, Icy Pirate watched the first. I'm very interested to know what you think, Icy Pirate. I've watched 2 episodes now, and I was like, the first episode, I was like, where are we going, dude?
Hold on.
Okay.
If you are watching that show, The House of David, you need to recognize that that is adding to God's word.
That's very good. Do you know he was a comedian?
I've watched
once?
way too much Todd Friel. Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of his comedy?
No. Oh goodness.
I'm like, I'm beyond belief that was even a thing, because I just can't imagine how anyone how he could be funny. But yeah, so
Brad Stein.
I did Icy Pirate. I'm just looking, sorry. Let me know, Icy Pirate, what you thought. I watched the first episode and I was intrigued. There were some interesting things going on in that first episode, the thing that I thought was the most interesting was that the showrunners, the show writers, connected the madness of Saul to his rejection by Yahweh as being the king of Israel.
Oh,
I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, hey, yeah, that like it's
That's
pretty
right,
good. Like there's the scene where Saul, like it's from First Samuel chapter 15, you know, the story where Saul has King Agag
Mhm.
of the Amalekites there. He brought him back, right? Didn't kill him like it was supposed to. And Samuel comes in and then like totally shits on him and tells him, I'm taking the kingdom away from you.
bad boy.
Yeah, and in that moment, Saul he has a psychotic break. And he's like, and then he goes mad. It's and I thought that's really interesting. The second episode, I was like, it wasn't as good. And there's like the usual, like the weird, you know, the usual weird Christian shit. Like in that first episode, King Agag is like this crazy psychopathic sorcerer / king. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. Almost like just by looking at her, almost seduces one of the daughters of Saul because he's like got crazy, you know, magic psychic powers.
Oh, he's like a
Yeah.
vampire where he can
Yeah, kind of.
women.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. Nitty distracted Icy Pirate. We'll get back
Yeah,
to
I
you,
turned
Icy
into
Pirate.
top reel. I'm sorry.
Okay. But then in episode 2, of course, there is so far one is that your cat again?
She's looking around like there is like a spirit or something in here. Like,
Really,
what are you doing, girl?
it's the same spirit that got Saul, dude. That's what it is.
Oh no.
Yeah. So in the second episode, and I don't care if I'm dropping
Spoilers.
spoilers. I don't care, guys. It's not that good a show, but I mean I think I'm gonna continue watching it. But anyways, in the second episode, like the only black character so far in the show is a woman who also happens to be like the evil, scheming, wicked priestess of Baal, right?
Oh dear.
It just,
on
I
now,
don't,
guys.
yeah, I know. Like, it's just, maybe we should play the video.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Let's not.
It's best not.
A familiar
Goliath,
name to you. He is
yeah.
the greatest attraction among the giants of biblical times. There's a lot more to his big family and his story, which may surprise you.
Goliath had a big family.
Look, it's a horn. Do you see that? It's
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah,
he's
Goliath
like-
was horny.
he's like
I
part
mean,
right-
okay.
rhinoceros. He was horny.
Today we'll examine the tales of Goliath's 5 brothers.
Wait,
All of-
we moved on from
all of them are big.
but
We moved on
okay,
from the Nephilim.
wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought we were gonna hear about an animal. That
I
couldn't
think
go
that
on the
was.
ark.
I think that was it.
But the Nephilim weren't animals.
Humans are
Wait,
animals.
do we have a loose
Aren't
Oh,
they?
now we care about science.
I mean, I think that's the only way. That's the only way to make sense of this. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Look, Kip, everything was made according to a kind. All right. And we are not those kinds. Do you hear me?
the Nephilim were animals. They clearly.
Yeah, and they found Florida women and it made
Yeah.
God mad.
Of them are big, powerful characters that look like him. This is the first in our series on biblical giants, produced in
What?
response to popular demand. Don't forget to
Dude,
share.
You
like,
have
and
to
comment.
remind us what the fuck is going on. need to rewind this. What the hell is
I told Dr. Tap not to let everyone see that. But when we went on that road trip, I didn't think anyone was recording.
God, this, you know, the tragic thing in this is that I'm quite sure that Maya has already fallen asleep. But my God, like, what are we doing? Okay, I think I'm ready for it now.
Nothing could prepare me for that.
5 brothers. All of them are big, powerful characters that look like him. This is the first in our series on biblical giants, produced in response to popular demand. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. If you believe this in-depth analysis is intriguing, share this with friends and
Oh my God.
They're all doing like a different meme dance too. We can't go back. We can't go back. If you guys need more,
that?
I don't know. I don't. And Noah couldn't recognize them.
Oh my God. Wow. Maya is
Please
still
tell me.
Holy cow.
Wow.
This is something.
We need to keep going.
family.
Yeah, okay.
Let's now examine this in Genesis. Despite being the most famous giant in the Bible, there are a few little-known facts about Goliath, his childhood, and especially his family, a reality that is often disregarded. He did not
That's like Drax and an ogre.
grow up alone.
It
The 5
totally
brothers
is.
of Goliath were from the powerful Ram or Rephaim lineage. Few people are aware of the full story of this
Hold
terrifying.
on, the what? How did he the riff
We're from
they
the
were-
powerful Ram or Rephaim.
rain or
Refined
refine?
lineage.
He's trying
Nephilim.
poor
Is that how you say it?
yes, poor AI
Yeah.
generated voice is trying to say Rephaim here.
It's definitely like
there
when
we
your
go.
uncle is a little bit drunk at Thanksgiving
Right,
and you
yeah.
handed him the Bible. And
I
he's
don't
like,
know
"Yeah, the
I don't know what-
refined people.
I don't know what rain is supposed to be.
Ephraim.
Ephraim
Mm-hmm.
is that what he said?
Ephraim.
Did he say Ephraim? That's wrong, but
Well, yeah.
oh God.
Just throw in the
It-
Bible names and AI guesses as to
But
which
that's
one
so that's
Goliath is
but
from.
that is an actual thing, right? Like the Anakim that were fabled to have been encountered and defeated by the armies of Joshua in the Transjordan before, well, I guess Moses in the Transjordan before they crossed the Jordan and entered into the land of Canaan proper. They defeated the Anakim, who were supposedly the descendants of the Rephaim and the Nephilim. But this is the plot hole, right? Is trying to figure out how they got there. But anyways, how did that
lineage.
happen?
Few people are aware of the full story of this terrifying, massive beast found in Holy Scriptures. The fact that his brothers are his blood relations, despite their shared ethnicity, is an intriguing aspect of his life that most readers of his narrative are unaware of.
Whoa. Is there Apocrypha about
No.
Goliath?
No.
No.
There is not.
Well,
I
there
mean,
are two different people
beyond
who
like
killed
the
him.
Book of Enoch. Well,
But-
I mean, even that. No, there's nothing about Goliath
Oh boy.
as far as I'm aware.
So did his mom get some artificial supernatural
I
insemination too? Like, what?
Yes.
And then we've got our anachronistic
What is
night here.
like? Yeah, what the hell is this? Right?
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally think Bronze Age when I see
Subscribe, guys.
steel, not steel, iron, but you get the idea. Chainmail
Yeah.
and shit. All right.
Yeah.
But is it
Totally.
biblical?
Is it biblical?
That's gonna live on forever.
In case you missed it, the Rephaim giants, the race
The Rephaim.
of Goliath,
It's almost
commonly known
so-
as
it's almost like it's almost like they took that phrase, the men of renown, the men of the name, the famous men. These are now the refamed
Oh,
giants.
yes.
I don't
Yeah, I
don't
can see it.
think
I can
that's
see
what
it.
happened.
No,
but
that makes total sense. It's
trying
like
to be
renown.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be?
I think it's supposed to be
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's supposed to be Rephaim, but
No, yeah. The
you know,
refamed.
I think it could work.
Totally.
AI
Oh,
trying to
boy.
make sense of the Bible. It's
Look,
true.
even apologists can't make sense of the Bible, and they have God.
Yes.
So
Very true.
yeah,
Very true.
what's
the
AI?
Rephaim giants were a group of about 5 brothers. Bible states that the 5 brothers of Goliath were so
Bible states.
furious, they tried to kill the Israelite king as soon as they found out that King David had killed their race-related brother, Goliath of Gath. Some scholars and philosophers claim
Wait,
Some scholars and philosophers, Nitty.
why would philosophers have a fucking opinion on the biblical text?
I don't know if you knew this, but you know,
Look,
most Christian apologists are
also PhD
philosophers.
philosophy.
Yeah, philosophers of religion,
Whatever.
right? It's
Yeah.
a big deal among them. So
As I was debating moral realism yesterday, I happened to turn back into Samuel and ponder the fact that
Mhm.
Goliath and his brothers were of the same race.
yeah, every biblical scholar on the planet's going, "Fuck off, buddy." We're not asking these questions. Go away.
that one of these giants challenged David to a duel.
Uh-huh.
But as the film will reveal
Yeah.
in greater detail later on, one of David's warriors' friends killed this monster. The Israelites, speaking for the people that
One of
Yeah, because
wait, oh, he's okay. So he's hearkening to there's an
Other
alternative
tradition.
version of this, right? Yes, and
yeah,
later in 2 Samuel, we're told that what's his name? Elkanah. I always want to say Elkanah, because that means El creates or El acquires, but it's Elkanah is credited with actually killing Goliath in a later chapter. Oops. Weird how that happens.
hold on. Somebody asked what a race-related brother is, and it reminded me of something. But I don't know. Hold on a second. 10 seconds should be fine. I hope.
What's 10 seconds?
This clip.
Okay. Yeah.
Jack, I'm sorry a dingo ate your baby.
You know that's the true story. Lady lost a kid. You got to cross some fucking lines.
Guys, relax. You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga. Tell him.
Whoops, sorry. Hard R.
For 400 years.
Don't just leave it there. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh my god.
If you haven't seen Tropic Thunder,
My god, it's so great.
yeah, it can't be made now, probably.
No.
But
No. No, and I'm quite sure it's the role that Robert Downey Jr. is doing his best to forget every
probably.
day. But you know,
Yes, Reddington. If you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, you don't know, but you should know. 400 years. Anyway, let's go.
yes.
they represented, cautioned David against starting any more battles or altercations, since he might be alone himself when more giants attempt to kill him. This was
What?
done to make sure that Israel's lamp would never go out. The Bible tells us that once the Israelites left Egypt, they
I have no idea. Listen, I just did and I'm going to mention this. I'm going to plug this now. I just did a big talk on another channel. Truth and Tradition, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. By the way, guys, that's a new channel that you should sub to.
He's
He's super nice.
He is. He's kind of adorable.
Let me find the...
I talked for over 2 hours about the succession narrative, the story of David, some of the really interesting things that are going on in 2 Samuel chapters 11 through 1 Kings chapter 2. I gotta tell you, this does not ever come up. David, worrying about giants this is not a thing. So
Our audio or the video audio?
what's happening?
I don't know. They said it's getting muffled.
Why is the audio getting more muffled?
I don't know.
Hollyhock.
Or was it the are you talking about the video?
Hollyhock says it's the video.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
it
the
does
fuck.
sound it does sound kind of
it's someone who got their AI subscription and doesn't know how to use the gain when they publish.
There you go. Yes, so, true.
It's not hard. You just have to make sure it doesn't hit red lines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but what do I know? It's not like I edit videos.
See, I kind of like the red lines, but that's just me.
But no, Truth and Tradition, they need more subscribers than me. We're only 4 subscribers apart, so you should go subscribe to them.
He
works harder than me. I'll admit it.
He just did he posted he had a community post today.
Yeah, I posted his channel in the chat, so you guys should go and sub to that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull this up though.
We support each other in this community.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
So this is a good guy. So here, yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up quick and we'll get back.
Well, I already had it on my thing, but yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, here, hold on. There we go.
I was gonna do that. There we go.
This one?
Yeah. So
yeah, you talked to Dr. Rami.
We just have Rami Arav on his channel, so there's going to be a new video coming soon from Truth and Tradition.
Nice.
In
the flesh too. Nice.
I know, right? Like it's
cool. Oh, look at this guy. Who's this guy? Oh, wait, you're wearing a Catman shirt?
No, dude.
What is that?
Everybody gets this wrong. It's Batcat. Think about it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Right. So this is actually I'm going to have Aaron Thompson, who's a specialist.
Refresh this page. There better be more subs there. Yeah,
that's 195 guys, less than 200.
Now we're tied. You got to get him over 200. You can do it.
So, but I was going to point out that Aaron Thompson is an expert in art fraud, and she's writing a book on forged antiquities. She's at the City University of New York, and she's going to be on my channel to talk about forgeries in the Dead Sea Scrolls, because she's working on this book right now. But
yeah, I heard you mention that.
I have to share this with you. The opening. This is. She has a whole. It's a long chapter, in the book about the Dead Sea Scrolls forgeries, and I have to. Let me just see if I can. I'm just gonna pull this up here. Oh shoot! Is it not going to do that? Let me try it over here.
3 more subs. You guys can do it.
You can do it. So, let's see. Do I have it here? Sorry,
I'm gonna refresh bomb it.
Okay.
While you get that.
Yeah, you do that. Nobody cares. It's after 11.
2 more subs.
Let's
1
see.
more.
right.
Maybe
I have
YouTube
to-
bless
okay.
truth and
I have to do
tradition.
it this way. Oh, really? I can't. Why can't? Oh, that's why. Okay, I can do it this way.
1 more sub.
No, not there. Oh, I can do it over here. That way.
Don't be lazy.
Okay.
We believe in you, chat.
Do
Oh,
it, chat.
Yes!
You can do it. Yes.
We did it.
Sweet.
200.
Doing.
Let's
I'm
do it.
doing my. We're doing our.
You guys
part,
are
Nitty.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's make the algorithm babies. So now that that's getting subs and traction, more people, boom, bada bing. It's gonna happen. We're all gonna get YouTube famous.
We are. I think it's taking some time to. Oh, here we go. Okay. Is this it? No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, fuck. Shoot. Sorry.
What are you
Nobody-
apologizing for?
Dude, nobody cares. Why does it say that? That's wrong. I don't know. It's doing weird things.
Yes, we're at 203.
Are we?
Chat, don't let down. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, here we go.
It
Okay.
sounds like he's going to get
All right.
a lot of good interviews going. So
Agreed.
This is
So, all right, I'm going to share this because that's I'm going to
Get it.
stop that. This
Your
is
turn.
Aaron Thompson has written a book about forged antiquities, and she wrote an entire chapter about forgeries in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and she thinks, and I think she makes a pretty good case for identifying the actual forger. It's very interesting. I got a sneak peek. She sent me the draft, and this is oh wait, no, that's not it, but that is interesting. So I have to find the other one. Sorry. That
we're going to
wasn't-
see your dirty search history now.
my dirty search history.
It's all ferrets and weasels, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly.
It's
it.
only ferrets.
That's just ferrets. That's all I got.
Mm.
So, I may never find it.
It's okay,
God,
Kip.
I take screenshots of a lot of shit, guys.
So are
I
we
mean,
gonna try
so
and finish
anyways,
more of this ridiculous video?
Okay.
Or
You know what?
the
I'm
Muffy video, the
yeah. We
muffled video?
should definitely do that.
Let's try and get through
a
half.
little bit more. We've already been doing this for
But you see, this is
2.5
how we do,
hours.
guys. We're all about being friends and sharing information and having a good time.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's all good. All right. Play some more.
Do you have I'm sharing. But
I-
you have to put it
yeah.
right there.
Oh shit. Sorry. I have to do my part, don't I? All right. There we go.
Journeyed to Canaan, where they came across giants of different races and multiple Canaanite tribes. These enormous beings spanned 6.5 feet in breadth
Look, World of Warcraft called. They want their property back.
and rose to
Yeah.
a height of 10 to 15 feet. King Og of
Wait. What was Goliath more than 10 feet tall?
No, I believe that.
I thought the
at-
Weaver's
you know,
beam was like 9.
Yeah, it's like 9 feet, right?
Yeah.
That's nonsense.
My Christian self remembers that.
Come
I mean, come
on.
on. Yeah, 10 to
Come
15. Who
Come
you
on,
got? What do you think this is? Mesopotamian myths? Come on.
right? Yeah.
We don't fall for this made up stuff. We go with what the Bible's history says.
That's what we do.
Bashan is one famous instant. He was 15 feet by 6 feet at his widest point, and
What?
He said what?
King Og of Bashan is one famous instant. He was 15 feet by 6 feet at his widest point,
15 feet
What does that
By
even
6
mean?
wide. What?
15 feet. So he means 15 feet tall
Right.
and 6 feet wide at his widest point. What was his widest point?
Right. Was it all in the hips? Like,
Wow. Wow. That's
and so heavy
that's
that an iron bed was needed to hold the entire structure. Yes,
yeah,
he did look like a
so
monster.
when he says
The Bible also tells of the
he
Rephaim,
needed to
commonly
hold
called the
the
Raphaim,
entire
a large
structure, he's talking about Og, right?
uh-huh.
Og is the structure, the entire structure of the giant. Thanks AI.
Yeah. Goliath's badonkadonk. Why does point sideways? First think the morning. Speaking of the weaver's beam. Oh man.
large prehistoric tribe before the Anakim and Nephilim. They lived in the Bashan neighborhood. The giants referred to as the
Just a neighborhood.
Anakim or
Oh,
Anak
the
are also described in the Bible.
team. I love that. That's nice.
The Israelites
These are what now these are like Mortal Kombat, you know,
I
like
look, it sure looks like
Baraka,
it. Yeah.
like that race of crazy
Mhm.
ass things. Yeah.
were a tall, strong people who lived in Canaan, for Joshua led them to conquer it. Numbers 13 verse 33 tells the Israelites that the Hebrew spies reported seeing the sons of Anak as giants. That's why the Israelites were scared and suspicious. The Bible claims that most giants and massive
They
races
were.
that either escaped or remained alive from Joshua and Israel did so
Why is there
skeletons and orcs?
AI?
I guess. I don't know.
It's like the Evil Dead in Mortal Kombat.
It is.
Want to be
It
in the
really
Bible,
is.
and
That's yes.
oh man.
Wow.
Yes, we're talking about giants and then skeletons. Skeletons. Wow. Wow.
because Israel fought them, killing or seriously wounding many of them. In addition to moving to Africa, most of these titans also moved to Philology,
What?
Mesopotamia.
Wait.
They
What?
moved to
Many of
Africa.
them. In addition to moving to
They said, you know what? We can't stay in Canaan, guys. We gotta peace out. We're gonna go directly through Israel.
In
and a very
addition
pissed off Egypt.
to moving
and-
to Africa, like this is something
Wait.
that everybody should know
Wait.
to Africa.
already.
Most of these titans
And they also moved to Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
She was into it. You know, these are big men. So they moved to Felicia because she's like, you need a place to crash? You got a few Hebrews up in your biz? Come on over.
I swear, guys, Bad Science Sunday is like 100 times better than this.
Yes.
So
It's true.
You
This
know.
is,
this is
yeah.
yeah.
Flea market Saturday. Science Saturday.
that's
Flea
right.
market scripture Saturday. Scripture Saturday.
Budget
Silly Scripture Saturday.
I was gonna
silly
say
scripture
budget,
Saturday.
but if it's budget scripture Saturday, it's like
Oh,
you still
yeah,
have
you're
the
right. Budget.
BSS.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right?
Budget Scripture Saturday. I like that. We're BSS Junior.
$5 tag course Saturday. Yes, Ed Chair. Somehow
We're at it.
this is still
Don't
happening.
stop until 3 hours.
Oh God.
also moved to Philistia, Mesopotamia, and other nearby countries.
It got Mesopotamia right.
Oh,
Legends exist about these horrifying giants in almost every ethnic group and geographic location on the planet. This suggests
Oh yes, that
yes,
totally means they're
that's
real.
exactly. It just means they're real, right?
Yeah, duh. Just like that apologetic. Well, there's a flood myth everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every culture has a flood myth, so they were pulling on a cultural memory.
We just talked about this on Dapper's channel today.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because every God, what was he talking about? Every culture has somebody must have been watching today. I don't remember.
Except the ones where floods are common. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, giants in the snow now? Yeah. Well, this is just an example
they're all over the
of the
world,
Keldish ones.
Hollyhock.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Suggests that in addition to the region of Canaan, giants were found throughout Mesopotamia.
Why is Canaan this underground cult catacomb? But anyway.
Look at this. It's an nth.
Oh, I was also thinking it's like a dressed up knight who says knee, but the costume got like really decked
Yes,
out.
right.
Right?
Uh,
Those Canaanites just needed a shrubbery to chill out.
That's what they needed.
Africa, the Americas, Europe, and India. Now let's discuss each of Goliath's brothers in more detail. Every one.
Yeah,
Damn.
the one with the wings and the horns. Let's
Yeah.
talk about him, shall we?
You know, Marcus, he had a rougher childhood in our family. He didn't get along great with dad, and mom just didn't pay him any mind. And
No.
when it came time for him to spend time with the sheep, he just started killing them all. And he eventually started looking like that, and we just couldn't have it. So we let him stay outside quite a while, and he really started hating the Hebrews for some reason after that. It just trails off.
It's a strange story. It
It
really
is.
is.
Yeah.
One of them was massive. Lami was the first significant
Oh, so this is Lami. Okay.
sibling
Okay.
of Goliath. Lami was a big man too, just like Goliath.
Big boy.
In a subsequent conflict with the Philistines, Elhanan, the son of Jari Origium, struck Lami, according to 1 Chronicles 20, verse 5.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is this?
Oh, no.
The spear shaft of Lami, the Gittite brother of Goliath, resembled a
but how?
Little did
How
Ryan know
is
that as he
Noah
was shooting from the
supposed to
anime
tell?
convention, he was being filmed and later to be used in an AI Bible video.
Oh, but Nitty, how was Noah supposed to tell the Nephilim apart from the humans? They're so similar.
Well, you see, with genetic entropy, it got really hard. Oh my god.
Oh,
I stick by that. That's a poor clip of Brandon running from an anime convention, and his footage has been repurposed.
weaver's beam. This verse provides us with some amazing information about Lami, the brother of Goliath. This spear's size presents an interesting question. It was a very long and very heavy spear, considering the size of the weaver's beam and the weight it had. Assuming his spear was the length of a weaver's beam, or nearly the same length, the mass of Lami was almost...
Oh my god.
is that like a, what is that on the right? Is that like it kind of makes me think it's like a 1950s
No, this is like 70.
sea
This is like,
underwater, no?
the Robinson family. You know what I mean? Like at
Oh,
least that era.
okay.
60s, 70s spacesuit.
Like the Lost in Space
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe, yeah, that's 70s spacesuit. 80s spacesuits had a little bit more something going on.
icy pirate. He's an
Yeah.
alien.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, AI gets aliens,
Of
right?
course, he's got 4 fingers.
Right. The spaceman has
Amateurs.
5, amazingly. But, yeah. See, you know, this is the thing with this AI content, right? I think we should be grateful that this isn't one of those channels that makes the AI stuff and has like 1 million subscribers.
It's true. Yes.
Because,
Maybe
like,
this is why.
the AI imagery on the bigger ones, at least it's mostly consistent with what it's talking about.
Yeah.
But this is like some dude who like literally played roulette with the prompt and just said, fuck it. and through like whatever pictures in whatever order, and poof.
He just hit render.
He really did.
He didn't even look. He was just like plugging the clips in, and I'm hitting render.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting though, this image, if you look at the text, if not exactly as tall as the massive Goliath, does that mean that Loki is the alien and Goliath is the space, the 70s Lost in Space?
Yeah, what's the
Character.
analogy supposed to be here?
I
For
don't
the analog for this image. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
If not exactly.
You know, we're kind of like Mystery Science Theater right now, and it makes me so happy.
Hey.
As tall as the massive Goliath.
The handshake. Bruh. I don't know if the dancing aliens were pretty amazing earlier. This doesn't top them, but
I don't think
massive Longy
it's
reportedly
close.
measured 10 or perhaps 11 feet. Ishbi Benub was the name of the next giant described.
whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We've got Pennywise here chilling in the background. They all float in Canaan.
Yes,
He'll float too.
Yeah, float too.
Wait.
That's very flood related.
I know. I was just thinking that. They're all standing outside. Everybody's getting on the boat. Right? Noah's family's on the boat.
Yes.
All the Nephilim are holding hands. And they're saying, You'll
You'll
float
float
too.
I'm 100% deleting this stream when we're done.
But
Yeah.
how will Noah tell them apart? Well, hey, at least this stream has gotten me and Truth and Tradition more subscribers. That is the whole point.
Yes.
And Bad Science
That's what we're
Sunday.
here for. That's what we're here for. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So let's watch
I've
a
done the
couple
Bible.
minutes, but I gotta go to bed.
All right,
So-
me too. Me too.
He was a member of Goliath's race of giants. According to 2 Samuel 21:16, Ishbi Benub, one of the sons of the Rephaim, had a spear with a bronze point that weighed around 300 shekels. This is
Wait, that's like a pre-green screen guy.
It totally is.
a heavy load. Furthermore, he brandished a large new sword and ensured that everyone was aware of its
On a loop.
size. Some have
He's
claimed
just-
that the spearhead
just on
alone
a
weighed
loop.
between 13
What?
He's just on a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 15 pounds. Proves its weight. According to the literature, Ishbi Benub's sword is massive and razor sharp, ideal for a monster like Goliath. The enormous creature
No.
I love anachronistic armor.
known as
Yeah.
Ishbi Benub made threats and even tried to kill David. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, David's buddy, saved him by
David's
slaying
buddy.
Ishbi.
Wait.
Buddy. Abishai.
It's been trying so hard to sound like, ancient and deep, and then David's buddy.
David's buddy. It actually got Abishai, son of Zeruiah. Not that, but not. I mean, it did an okay job. of that,
Right,
but
and
it-
even the
it-
text
it
was good,
buddy.
but then they moved to Felicia.
They moved to Felicia. Yes.
Ishbi Benub.
Uh,
Calling that David's second encounter with a giant was with Ishbi Benub is an intriguing thought. David, on the other hand,
Why
is sick of fighting
is
and
that
asked for help.
intriguing?
I
I am not intrigued.
I mean, wait, this does make the foreskin collecting a bit more impressive.
Yeah.
If all these people were race related, I mean, these are some big guys. And that foreskin
True.
pile must have been like, like going to your grandma's house and seeing all the blankets. I mean, these guys are all that big, I mean, it's like those parachutes that you flap around, you know?
That's true.
She, son of Goliath's sister, defeated his brother Ishbabenob. Ishbabenob stood around 9 or 10 feet tall, if not higher, considering the extent of his arsenal and his enormous stature. His ancestors included more than just the well-known biblical figure,
This is like budget Braveheart.
Goliath.
totally
His brother
is.
Saph was likewise one of the Rephaim giants,
Brother Seth.
as mentioned in 2 Samuel 21:18. In a fight with the Philistines, Saph was defeated by the Philistines. It is believed that Saph was approximately the same height as Goliath, if not slightly taller or shorter. Saph was
Taller or shorter. We don't know. Just
Slightly
throw the dart wherever.
That's it. It's all good. It's all a journey, as my good friend Dr. Josh says.
Yeah.
It's all
said
a
by
journey.
many to have stood 6 cubits tall, or between 9 and 10 feet. But 2 Samuel 21:19, which presents us with yet another giant from Gath, further complicates the narrative. The fact that he goes by Goliath the Gittite is intriguing. Bethlehemite Elhanan
What is that? God
I
of
mean,
War?
it's Goliath the Gittite is just Goliath of Gath. I mean,
Right.
that's just what it is, right? So I don't know.
faced and overcame this Goliath in the Gob fight. A spear as
Gob fight. What's a gob fight?
I'm very lost and quite drunk, I think. At
It's
this
okay.
point.
thick as a weaver's beam served as Goliath's defining weapon. Large spears seem to
Why
run
is
in the
not-
household.
He's
Fire.
carrying a
Any
fucking
confusion about their
torch.
shared name. One was from Gath, and the other was a Gittite.
Is that the voice? Like that the head is bobbing, right?
Is he making the? Is he the
The
narrator?
large family doesn't end there, though.
It makes a lot more sense now. Like half a brain.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. my
Goliath had a peculiar
God.
fifth sibling who is not named in the book. This particular giant became well known for having
Wait, why are there dangling what what is happening? Wait, what
6 toes on each hand
what does this have to do
and
with
foot, for a total of 24 toes. in
It's
addition
not
to his
even a
remarkable
moving image. It's just what the hell are we
Why are
looking
there
at?
plants?
size. This huge individual
Oh
of the
my
faith
god.
That was jarring.
What the fuck? Why is there a spinning? Why? What is?
Oh jeez. I think
We should call
I
it after
think
that.
we should call it. Oh
Hold
my
on.
god. Well, I'm gonna drop that.
Hold on a second.
And yeah, you wanna
This is
you
the first in our series on biblical giants, produced in response to popular demand. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. If you believe this in-depth analysis is intriguing, share this.
Oh,
Do you see
Oh,
how
wait,
red
no,
my
hold on.
eyes are? Oh my god.
hold on, Kip. Hold on.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that we need to go to the ending.
Has somebody actually watched this video? Oh, look. Chuck is here. Hi, Chuck. Chuck is one of my Hebrew students.
Oh, hey, Chuck.
Um,
You've been missing
I
some
am-
absolutely
yeah.
ridiculous shit.
look at how much
Please share this part.
I have been crying from dying of laughter. In
You're
this
gonna have to go
shit
back,
video.
Chuck, before this gets taken down for whatever reason.
There are many reasons.
Any reasons.
Many reasons.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Sure. All right, please put this up.
which one? Oh, this here. Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
The end, apparently.
All right.
originating from their physical counterparts.
Is
As
that a
result,
different
the physical
voice?
giants can
Yes.
no longer consume the Earth's landscape, but their spirits continue to wreak havoc and cause chaos. It is crucial to recognize the importance of respecting all forms of life, regardless of their origins or beliefs.
Why? Why are you like this AI video? Why?
Oh,
Look,
Jesus.
these were the giants that were going to consume the earth.
To ensure a peaceful and harmonious existence for all. In today's world, where there are various cultural, religious, and ideological differences, it is essential to
Halloween B-roll.
demonstrate kindness, compassion, and respect for all forms of life.
Kindness, compassion, and respect for all forms of life. That's the skeleton drags his bones across the screen.
By doing so, we can create a more inclusive and peaceful society where
I didn't know that this video would end with a picture of
There's a
the
witch.
guy.
Did you see the witch who's just about to fly?
everyone's beliefs and perspectives are valued and celebrated. It is crucial to be mindful of our actions and decisions, as they can have far-reaching consequences that affect not only ourselves, but also those around us. We should always strive to be helpful, fair, and safe.
An equitable society that also is killing aliens.
Our interactions with others, whether it be in person or online. It is vital to acknowledge the impact of our work.
Shooting a dinosaur.
It's
Oh, okay. All right.
the T-Rex wasn't allowed on the Ark, so that's Noah's family gunning it down.
And neither were the oh, I missed it. Neither were the Nephilim allowed on the Ark, as we learned. Geez, like this is bad. Look, like, can you see how much this video has destroyed me? I am
Maya.
right. I bet she's asleep now.
Wow. Yes, she's Pacific my time. She's like Central.
Yeah.
I should have been in bed a long time ago. I was literally about to fall asleep on my couch, and then I saw a tap on here, and I demanded to come on the stream, and you let me on.
Well, I'm very happy you did, Nitty. Tapped out. You carried us through. I don't think I could have. Certainly not on my own. This is like
I help bear the burdens.
There's I'm happy to connect with my
international audience.
My international audience.
Yeah.
I you know, oftentimes the Aussies and the Kiwis, they miss out on the live shit, right?
It's true.
So
that's what you have us for.
Puitaipu. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that you caught it. Reddington says it's 3 a.m.
Yes, it is here too.
Like I mean, I live on the fucking West Coast, and it's late, and I'm usually asleep at this time, and I think this stream is, you know, absolutely positive evidence as to why I'm usually asleep at this time. Oh my god. So well, Nitty, thanks again.
Yes.
Guys, subscribe to Nitty's channel. There's somehow Nitty, there's 80 people watching. I don't know. Subscribe to Nitty, guys.
Yeah, I just so you guys know what you'll get when you go over there. I do counter apologetics commentary live stream. Sometimes I do Eastern time breakfast. Sometimes I do a Eastern Standard Time lunch break. Sometimes I do middle night stuff. Sometimes I'm up way too late. I don't know. I also I make an attempt to take a whiteboard out into Ohio
Really?
Columbus, Ohio. I have a whiteboard. It says,
Oh,
"It's best to be an atheist. Let's chat." And I talk to students.
holy shit.
Yeah. So, oh,
Maya is still somehow awake.
yeah.
So, oh Jesus. Pat Lowinger is here. It's good to see you, Pat. Thank you.
So I
So,
have a few podcasts up there of that, and I try to go live with it if the person I'm talking to lets me. So, yeah,
Nitty,
it's a good
I
time.
know that there
Mhm.
is a hockey team in Columbus. That's all I know
Yes, the Blue Jackets.
about
Yeah.
Columbus. Yeah. Yeah. You
Mhm.
know, and of course you know, and this makes me sad that one of the greatest players in the history of the Calgary Flames left to go play in Columbus. Johnny
I'm
Gaudreau.
sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, it gets worse. He now this is a downer. I wish I hadn't said anything. So I'm just gonna stop now. But so yeah, subscribe to Nitty, guys. And check it out. I'm very interested in watching you with a whiteboard wander the streets of Ohio.
Oh, it's mostly Panera Breads, but yes. There, I actually do have a
That
live
sounds
I
amazing.
did. The audio sucked, but I mean, you know, was just winging it.
That happens.
Winging it.
Happens. Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to a young gentleman who was converting to Catholicism. That's my most recent one that I did of that
Oh,
variety.
wow.
Yeah.
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 Boy.
And then there's a couple older ones from the middle and towards the end of last year. But as the weather gets nicer and I get less busy at work, I will be doing more. I promise.
Awesome. Yeah. Check
And
it out, yeah.
recommendations. I mean, if you guys want to see me or hear counter apologetics or find something ridiculous that you want to hear someone banter about, you can send it my way and I'll have at it. I do know a fair bit of the New Testament. I was a very seriously committed Christian. So I like to talk about the Bible, and that's what brings me to this community. So there you go.
The Bible is fun.
It is. We fucking love the Bible.
We fucking love the Bible.
Yep.
Right? Yep. So, and Jer is just reminding me that this is how Bad Science Sunday started. With one off, I'm bored. Let's stream some bullshit stream. Everyone liked it too much to let it stop. Well, I seriously don't know if I can fucking do this again.
You're good. You're good.
My
wife-
But listen, guys. Bad Science Sunday happens every
Tomorrow.
Sunday night. It's tomorrow.
Well,
And
today
Jake-
now.
Depending on where you are.
True.
If you're in Australia, yes, it's today, but probably tomorrow. That didn't make any sense. It's still tomorrow for me. But and Jay Bundy is going to be double PhD. Dr. Jay Bundy is going to be on Bad Science Sunday tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. Subscribe to Nitty. Thank you for, I think, hanging out and watching us do stupid shit for over 2.5 hours. Otherwise I would have watched that hockey game and been angry. So
well, you got to laugh till you cried.
I got to laugh
So
till I cried. So that's great. And I am going to say a very pleasant hatikva to one and all. And
good night, y'all. Thank you so
send us
much.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.